following 150 amateur bouts. And Abraham Supernova, who grew up in Albany, New York, now fighting out of Braintree, Massachusetts. This is only the second round, Daniel, of Nova's professional career. In his first bout back in April, he knocked out his opponent, Wayusi Johnson, in the first round.
And now he's fighting in front of a household full of Brooklyn fans here live on NBCSN. It's an incredible thing, for opportunity for this young man, and he should be very proud.
And for Garriga, what adjustments must he make fighting in the U.S. for the first time against Nova, who grew up in New York State?
Well, I mean, he's just got to get acclimated to the pressure, acclimated to his opponent, and just do what he knows how to do best. Just go inside that ring and perform. He said he had a good training camp, and he wants to be able to go in here and get the victory, so he just needs to focus.
Nova in the blue trunks with a 3-inch height advantage. He's 7 years younger than Garriga. What have you noticed early over the first minute?
It's a bit of a chess match. Both boxers are trying to figure out what one does best over the other. And at this point, it's just trying to fill each other out. So it's probably going to take a couple rounds for them to warm up and see what works best for them.
Left jab by Nova. Garriga made his pro debut in September of 2012, started boxing at the age of 9. He does have some family on Long Island, and they are here tonight.
Good body work from Nova. I like that straight right hand he got.
Another right to the body from Nova. Left jab by Nova with 1 minute remaining in round 1, scheduled for 6.
Garriga seems to be a bit tentative. He still needs to pop his jab a little bit more, even though he's trying to figure out his opponent. He still needs to let his punches go and fly a little bit more, especially if he wants to win this round. Can't let too much time go by without throwing punches. Still have to impress the judges.
Big flurry to the body from Nova. And now the referee, Eric Daly, will step in between. With a half minute remaining in round 1. Scheduled for 6 from Coney Island. Oh, big left by Nova.
Good exchange from both fighters.
Work out of there. Let him go. Let him go. Work out of there. Work out of there.
Final seconds. Round 1.
5 seconds, bro. Time!
As we begin round 2, Abraham Nova won the 2014 USA Nationals. He was ranked #1 in the U.S. at 141 pounds. Went to the 2015 Olympic qualifiers. A 5-time New York Golden Gloves champion. He was born in Puerto Rico to Dominican parents, and then it was on to New York State. He lived in Hartsdale in Westchester County, and then up to the state capital of Albany. Nova began boxing at the Albany Boxing Club at the age of 12. A look at Eric Raskin's scorecard, and he gave round 1 to Abraham Nova.
Yeah, I can agree with that, Kenny. I think he did just enough, especially with those nice body shots and straight right hands he landed to win the round.
What adjustments do you feel Garriga must make, if any?
Like I said before, Kenny, he needs to pick up this punch count. He's waiting entirely too much, as if he wants to counterpunch, but even counterpunches jab and use certain other shots to set up counterpunch shots.
Abraham Nova in the blue trunks, Wilfredo Garriga in the pink trunks with purple trim. Round 2 scheduled for 6 in the lightweight division.
As you see here, Nova trying to set up that straight right from that bounce. That bounce is critical too. If you can master that bounce and learn how to punch off it and be effective, it can really, as we've seen in the Earl Spence fight, it can really be effective.
Earl Spence defeating Leonard Fundu with a 6th round knockout earlier tonight on NBC here in Brooklyn. Spence remaining unbeaten at 21-0, 18 via knockout. Down to the final minute, round 2. Nova and Garriga. Nova again the aggressor.
Yeah, he's taking a lot more chances now, Nova. I like the distance that he has with the jab, especially with the bounce that he got going. And he's definitely picking up his punch count. I like what I'm seeing.
Left-right combination by Garriga. Down to 20 seconds, and down goes Nova.
4,
That's
5,
boxing for you, Kenny.
6, 7, 8. Step that way. Step that
I don't know if he has it under him.
You good?
His legs seem to be a bit wobbly, Kenny.
Box.
Garriga stunning Nova late in round 2. And that will do it.
You hear me?
Yeah.
This is what makes champions. All right, he might come a little fast now, all right? Are you good? Stand up for me. Stand up for me. Jump around. You good?
Yeah. I can't believe that happened.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
All right? You good?
Yeah.
So now what you do is just, he's going to come out fast, and all you got to do is just stay tight.
Daniel, how does
Stay
Abraham
tight,
Nova
use your
look to you
jab,
after
get
the
your
knockdown?
point.
He still looked a bit shaky, and when he woke and when he got back up from that shot, his eyes seemed to be in the back of his head. So hopefully he can get his composure back in this round and stay away from those counter shots.
We begin round 3, scheduled for 6 in Brooklyn. 22-year-old Abraham Nova, 29-year-old Wilfredo Garriga. Garriga with the knockdown of Nova late in round 2. Eric Raskin, how do you see it?
Well, I now have Garriga ahead, 19-18. You have to score that second round 10-8 in his favor because of the knockdown. This guy is a pure counterpuncher, and he gave away the first round by not letting his hands go enough, counterpunching too much. He was giving away the second round, and then the counterpunching paid off with one shot, so he's ahead in the fight.
And you know, Kenny, it seems to be his confidence is going up after that knockdown. He's thrown a lot more punches, and I was criticizing him, saying that he was being a little bit too patient, but I guess patience was a virtue in this situation.
Fighting in the U.S. for the first time. And he stunned Abraham Nova late in that second round. How do you feel Nova has bounced back over the first minute in round 3?
Very well. He's throwing nice overhand rights, nice body shots. He's picking up the punch count like I asked for before.
A look at the punches through round 3.
You know, it's not uncommon, Kenny, for fighters to take a while to get warmed up, to take a while to get adjusted. It might take 1 or 2 rounds, but you can see now he's letting his hands fly, and he seems to be a lot comfortable than he was before.
Let him go, let him go, let him go. Work the get out. Punch out of it, punch out of
Nova
it.
and Garriga locked up with one another.
Stop holding, stop holding. Work out of it.
Stop holding, says the referee, Eric Daly.
Watch your head.
Oh, big right by Garriga. Final minute of round 3.
This sure is an entertaining round so far, Kenny. Both guys are landing exploding shots on the inside.
Body shots by Nova. Garriga up against the ropes. Final half minute. Round 3 scheduled for 6. Nova went down late in round 2. Oh, another big look.
Over there,
And down
over there.
goes Garriga.
Wow.
4, 5, 6, 7.
That's boxing
8.
for you, Kenny.
Step that way. Read out. Step that way. Step that way. Come to me. You good? Box. Time.
Garriga hitting the canvas late in round 3.
Wipe that corner up. Time.
Punches thrown
Over there.
through the third
Stay
round.
there.
Nova connecting on 26%. Garrido on 34%.
Wipe this up. Thank you.
Arnaldo Galarzo, along with Pedro Rodriguez in the corner of Wilfredo Garriga.
He seems to be fine. I don't know why they're checking him out. I mean, he had a knockout of his own,
Time
but
in.
should just let the fighters fight.
Checked out by the doctors. Round 4 scheduled for 6 in Brooklyn. How does Garriga look to you?
Well, he seems to be waiting a little bit more. I mean, maybe he's going back into that counter mode that he was in the first round after being dropped. But, you know, this is one of those unpredictable fights where you never know what a guy's thinking and you never know what he's going to do. That's the great thing about this sport.
28-27 Nova on Eric Raskin's scorecard. 10-8 Nova with the knockdown in round 3.
You know, they say it's very common in boxing when a man is hurt, a man could be very dangerous. And both guys got hurt tonight, so both guys are really dangerous right now.
On to the second professional bout for Nova, and he has Garriga in trouble once again.
Step back, step back, step back. Hey, stop holding. Step back.
Eric Daly, the referee, telling Garriga to stop holding on to Abraham Nova.
No.
Looked like he slipped, went down to a knee. And they continue. Midway through round 4, scheduled for 6.
Both guys are going for bombs right now. They're abandoning their jab. They're abandoning the basic fundamental shots, and they just want the knockout.
Again, Nova has Garriga up against the ropes. Down to the final minute of round 4.
Garriga needs to keep his hands up. He's punching with his hands from his waist. That's an easy move to get countered off of. He needs to punch from his chin and bring it back to his chin with the tight guard.
Does he look tired?
He looks a little tired. I mean, Nova invested a little bit early on to the body, but he probably still hurt more than anything from that knockdown in the previous round.
Each fighter going down over the first 3 rounds. Nova in the second round, Garriga in the third. 10 seconds remaining in round 4.
5 seconds. 5 seconds. Time.
Back in Brooklyn, Kenny Albert, current WBA middleweight champ Daniel Jacobs, Eric Raskin, and Dave Briggs. Round 5 scheduled for 6 in the lightweight division. Abraham Nova from Albany, New York, now fights out of Braintree, Massachusetts. And Puerto Rico native Wilfredo Garriga fighting in the United States for the first time. Nova went down in round 2 and then returned the favor in round 3. Now Garriga hanging on. Eric Raskin, how did you see round 4?
I gave the 4th to Nova. He was stronger after Garriga was still struggling a bit following that knockdown at the end of the 3rd. So the 4th round went to Nova 10-9. I have him up 38-36. He just has a little more energy at this point, more aggressive, moving in, maybe trying to end this and not let it go the distance.
Do you agree, Daniel?
I agree. I think he was right on point with that. Although we cannot count Garriga out, as we've seen in the previous rounds, that he's patient, but he's effective with the counter punching. So if he can get his leg back under him, he can probably get back into this fight. But there's only 2 more rounds, so you're going to have to do something fairly soon.
And Garriga has never fought past the 5th round in his professional career. Another flurry by Nova. Now we look to push Garriga into the ropes. And now another warning for Garriga about the holding from the referee Eric Daly. Midway through round 5, scheduled for 6 in Brooklyn.
Good combination from Nova. He's landing now.
And again, another nice combination from Nova.
Garriga just landed a nice counter shot and has Nova on his back. On his back heels.
Right, so then a left from Garriga. Now Garriga becomes the aggressor.
You cannot count this guy out. Every time we think he's gonna go down and he's hurt, he comes back with a nice shot as he lands a huge left hook on the head of Nova.
He stunned Nova with that left. Now has Nova up against the ropes.
He smells blood. This could be an upset, Kenny. Nova needs to hold on.
30 seconds remaining in round 5. So another late flurry by Garriga. He seems to get stronger and stronger as the round moves on.
It's almost as like he needs to get hurt in order to come back and hurt his opponent.
Nova able to get out of the way of that one. Final seconds, round 5.
Time! Come on.
A look at the punches in round 5. Nova landed 32%, Garriga at 20%.
No.
Hey, sorry for the interruption, but since you've made it this far, punch the subscribe button. Just hit it, just like this, bang. Do it, you can do it. Okay, thank you.
Let's touch him up. Good job, all right? There you go, there you go.
Sixth and final round. Abraham Nova grew up in Albany, New York. And Wilfredo Garriga out of Puerto Rico. Eric giving round 5 to Garriga, so Nova with the slight edge, 47-46.
You know, Kenny, this round is going to be the deciding factor on who wins this fight. Both fighters need to understand they need to lay it out all on the line tonight, right now at this very moment.
One minute in, round 6.
Nova seems to have his feet under him, but you know, being 1-0, you can still see those amateur mistakes that he makes with those defensive laps that he has, with moving so fast with his hands down. See, in the pros, you have to be careful of that because you have smaller gloves and no headgear, so he needs to be very wary of that. But amazing overhand right by Nova.
Nova with close to 200 amateur bouts, record of 167-11, 60 via knockout, 5-time New York Golden Gloves champion. This is second pro bout.
And it's a good test for him, Kenny.
Nova stunned late in round 2, but he's been able to bounce back. He knocked down Garriga in round 3. Garriga had the edge in round 5. Down to the final minute.
Oh. Good shot, good exchange.
40 seconds remaining. Big body shot by Garriga down to the final half minute. Oh, left by Nova. Final 10 seconds of the 6th and final round. Abraham Nova and Wilfredo Garriga go the distance and entertain the fans here on Coney Island.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we go to the scorecards. Here are your score totals. Judge at ringside, Anthony Paolillo, scores the bout 56-56, a draw. Overruled by judges Bernard Bruni and Robert Perez, who scored the bout 57-55 for your winner by majority decision, Abraham Supernova.